crushed, as usual.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to take a look at one of my favorite TV shows, Nightmare Tenants, Slum Landlords. This show takes place in the United Kingdom and documents landlords and tenants, the good and bad, so without further ado let's start the show.
In this episode,
I don't like this block already.
council officers go to the aid of a young mum trapped in a dangerous flat.
I just want to go home for me and my daughter so we can have a normal life.
A married couple get more than they bargained for
All the windows are open and smashed.
with their first buy-to-let.
Shame on them, such a shame. Just doing too much of that.
And the housing team
London Borough of Harrow, please come to the door, otherwise the doors will be false.
are on the trail of an unscrupulous landlord.
2, 4, 6, 8 people, at least 8 people in here.
Katie says the damp is affecting her health.
I was actually having issues with my lungs the other day and I had to go to hospital because of it.
See,
There you go.
I'm getting bubbly sensations on my lungs and I've had to have blood tests to see what it is, but I'm just waiting for them to get back.
you might have an issue with black mould. You might have an allergy to it. I'm a mum and I would hate for my girls to be in that kind of predicament. This room can't be used.
No, this room's uninhabitable.
Some of the biggest risks lie in the kitchen.
This black mould growth is going to make you sick. It's going to give you breathing problems.
Then it can fall, it's flaking away, bits can fall in your food. This is an area where you're
This is food
preparing
safety.
Hey.
Come on.
I don't know what to say, I'm just trying so hard.
Okay, we're going to get through this.
Yeah, we'll get you through this, don't worry. Don't you worry about where you end up. Anywhere's better than here. Yeah, isn't it? So, don't worry about that. We'll be looking.
It's just maintaining it, it's just hard work.
You won't.
I know, it will
I
be
don't
hard
want you
work.
having that worry anymore.
Okay.
So I just want you to look back on this and say, thank God I got through it.
Okay, sticks with me. We all deserve to be safe and secure within our homes. As it stands, she's not safe and secure.
Just shut them down.
Cool.
Just do
Alright.
it.
Conditions are so bad that McKay and
Dang, I
Andrew
actually feel bad for her. She is just trying to do right for her and her daughter and this happens.
have decided to issue a prohibition order.
Landlord needs to step in and be responsible. So he's going to feel the weight of the law now, for sure.
This means that no one will be able to live in the block until the repairs have been made. In the meantime, Katie's landlord will be responsible for rehousing her.
You want to give mommy a cuddle?
I'm glad that she is getting rehoused, but I'm worried about the landlord being the one to do it. They have already shown how little they care about the well-being of tenants and just want to maximize their profits. What do you guys think?
Katie's landlord says that the issues she's experienced were the result of leaks that the tower block freeholder was responsible for fixing. They insist they promptly passed on all reports of faults to the freeholder who failed to act. They had already asked the council to rehouse Katie as they recognised her flat was not fit for habitation. The landlord is now working with other flat owners in the building in an attempt to get the freehold actively managed and repaired. The freeholders of the block of flats, Buttercup Buildings Limited, maintain their responsibility is only the maintenance of the common areas of the flats. They say they carried out the Harrow Council notices in the common parts, and any leak or nuisance which arises between two or more flats is not their responsibility. Simon Mason and Pauline Dillamore have been asked to evict their antisocial tenants by the police. One of the women has left, but 3 days ago, the other tenant was still living in their flat. They're returning today to see whether she's gone.
She seemed very believable, and she seemed very different to what we expected. All the arrests she's had at the property, the fact that the police have ordered us to get them evicted, leads us to believe that she's not to be trusted and that she won't be leaving today. But we'll have to find out.
I have to wait and see whether she has gone or not.
The married landlords aren't from the area, so they're meeting local estate agent Johnny Wright. He'll be assessing the flat if the tenant has kept her word and left.
Hello. Yes, go. Done.
The house is empty, but the relief is short-lived.
Right, there's your thing, right? You've done no repairs to this house, like what? There's your keys.
The son of the evicted tenant arrives to hand over the keys and confront the landlords over his mother's eviction.
I'll take you to court.
He was sort of.
Did this guy just square up like he was about to fight the landlords? Your mama was the one acting a fool and getting kicked out. She probably told him something else.
Immaculate. This landlord's done nothing for her. It wasn't me mum. It's the landlord. She's a bitch. She's crying her eyes out and everything. She's got nowhere to go. No, she's homeless basically.
Despite a history of run-ins with the police and neighbours, the son believes his mum is the wronged party.
Shame on them. It's just a shame. And you know something? You would never have a better tenant than her. It's just doing too much of that.
I don't know any of this.
That's all it is, mate. And that's the problem. And you know it is because you've already told me, mother, you've rang her up and you've told her.
When was this?
I was there. You told my mum that she was keep ringing you for complaining against mum and you were sick of her on the phone. I swear on the Bible and I'm a pure Catholic. I swear to God, you did say that.
Just complete lies.
I've never heard anything like it.
Never heard anything like it. We've got the photos of the property when we bought it. There's never been reports of damage to the property asking us to repair it. It's just shocking.
Baffling.
18 months after they bought this flat with sitting tenants, Simon and Pauline finally set foot inside.
It's just shocking, isn't it? All we've ever seen the property bill and the property details, the pictures.
They do this to foreign workers.
And this is certainly not what it looked like. Not at all. It was carpeted, it was clean. Really, for the state of the place, it's going to need a complete refurb. It's going to be a lot of work to get this ready for another tenant to move in. It's just shocking. We can't even gain access to the kitchen.
Just bust the latch.
They never reported anything.
All the curtain poles ripped out the walls. Obviously needs redecorating throughout, new floors, new doors. It was a bit endless, really.
Actually, this is better than I thought, other than the...
It's not as bad as it seems. Oh, even on the outside, that window.
In the case of the broken kitchen window, it looks like the tenant was telling the truth.
I think the bathroom windows are smashed as well, aren't they? You lose faith in people that, you know, they've just got absolutely no respect for anything.
Turned it from sort of a dream purchase into a nightmare purchase.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
The property details, it was a really tidy, well-maintained flat. I mean, it was immaculate, carpeted throughout, decoration. It was in really good order. We were quite happy with the purchase. To find it in this condition, stripped bare, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Simon and Pauline bought this flat 18 months ago after viewing it in a brochure. The reality of life as landlords has been a rude awakening.
Glad we got it back, but yeah, it's a lot of ag for just a small rental that isn't really worth so much ag. But possibly put it up for sale.
I think it might. I think that might be the way forward.
Just to wash our hands of it.
In Harrow, council enforcement officers Micaiah Angus and Andrew Sedman have a fresh case to deal with. They've heard alarming reports that a notorious exploitative landlord has started operating in the area.
We are trying to stop people living in terrible conditions. It's not fair. If those that are collecting the rent are living the life of Riley, why should others be living in squalor?
Today, they hope to inspect a property the bad landlord is believed to be running. Waiting for them is Eddie from the council planning department.
See you. And you too. There's 2 keys there.
The fact that the keys to this place were in the letterbox right there. There was nothing stopping us entering.
Because they believe the home is an unlicensed house of multiple occupancy, officers are legally allowed to enter.
Hello, London Borough of Harrow, residential licensing.
Oh my God.
No one is in, but it's quickly clear that someone is cramming a lot of people into this two-bed flat.
How many do you reckon we get on those beds? 2 in each easily. So 2, 4, 6, 8 people, at least 8 people in here.
Look,
There's a cot.
car seat and baby bath.
Oh,
Moses
Lord.
basket.
Being a father, I cannot imagine bringing my children up in a condition such as the ones we saw in this property. It's unthinkable.
I would be more concerned about why they just
In the other
abruptly
rooms,
stopped paying
there's
their
more
rent.
evidence of alarming overcrowding.
1, 2, 3, 4 pillows. Another mattress there.
Well, this is not
There's
going the
at
way
least
I
5
thought it
people
would.
in here.
I low-key thought
2
that
double
everything would be
beds,
good when they talked.
Plus another one. So what's that? 5 people in here, squashed in. There's about 18 people, at least. It's just shocking. Everything that could be wrong about a property was all wrong in that property. You had a bunk bed made for 8 people. It was made from wooden planks.
A minimum of 18 people,
At least, yeah.
all trying to use one toilet, one bathroom. It's utterly disgusting here.
This landlord peers up there in the top 10, maybe top 5 of rogue landlords as we know in this country.
The team now have evidence that suggests this landlord is once again renting out illegally overcrowded properties. Back at the office, Micaiah contacts him to demand a meeting.
All right, I'll see you there tomorrow at 11:30. Thank you, goodbye. He's saying he doesn't believe anything untoward about it being overcrowded. It's annoying and frustrating.
Micaiah and the team will confront the landlord at the property. They also intend to raid another home he's believed to operate in the area. Eviction specialist Paul Champlina is helping a landlord get rid of his non-paying tenant. This one-bed flat belongs to a landlord called Eugene Song. He's only ever had one tenant, Brendan O'Brien.
The tenant has been with him for about 5 years, and he's been a perfectly good tenant. And then it all went wrong.
9 months ago, Brendan stopped paying the rent, and now he owes over £7,000.
He's tried to phone him, send emails, just having no joy whatsoever. Tenant's fallen hard.
Sounds like an inside job. That's how these slum landlords keep going. They have a mole on the inside.
We've got a court order and a possession order. Well, you've got that and the rent arrears because you haven't paid any rent since July.
I'm waiting for the actual eviction date. The council told me if I leave before the actual eviction date, I'll be...
How's he trying to get
No, they'll... I forgot what it's called, but I'll be potentially properly evicted, which means they won't...
They may not help you anyway because you've made yourself homeless by not paying the rent. That's the problem. If you're unemployed, then at least you could have applied for local housing allowance, and then Eugene would have been able to get some benefit. Now he's over £7,000 in rent arrears. Okay.
I will not give Eugene any more problems.
No, I know that. I understand your situation. But I mean, obviously, if you'd had dialogue with him, the situation might have been easier.
When a tenant is down on their luck, sometimes they can't face speaking to the landlord, and they just bury their head in the sand. They think that things will get better, and actually most of the time it gets worse.
Are we able to do access? Are we able to come in to do access?
Just about going to the job centre.
Okay, all right. We've now established that we need to go to the next step, which is bail eviction. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Paul has his own suspicions about Brendan's reluctance to let them in.
I felt a bit sorry for him, to be honest. Flat, absolutely pen and inked, it stunk of just smoking, So, and I'm sure it's a complete tip in there. That's why I didn't want us to come in.
Paul has no option but to return with bailiffs in just over a month's time.
They could have washed their dishes. They were being petty with that one.
24 hours ago, council enforcement officers Micaiah Angus and Andrew Sedman discovered a dangerously overcrowded flat being managed by a rogue landlord. Now they're en route back to the property to confront him.
I know he likes to take properties and fill them out with loads of people because I've come across him at other properties.
With advance warning of their visit, Micaiah suspects the landlord may have already removed any evidence of the overcrowding.
It's probably going to be empty. So all the beds and all the personal belongings we saw yesterday will probably not be there.
Waiting for them is Eddie from the council planning department. But the landlord is nowhere to be seen.
He agreed to meet us here at 11:30, but Andrew and I are in the opinion he's not going to be here.
Tried ringing his
shout
phone.
out to Eugene.
Funny, he doesn't pick it up.
Someone is in the flat.
Windows are open.
But the key they used yesterday to gain entry is nowhere to be seen.
They've moved it.
Yeah, they know we're coming, that's why.
Oh my
It's
God.
around the side.
Hello, can you open the door, please?
You need to open the door, please.
Otherwise we will come back with warrants. Can you come and open the door? If you do not open this door now, I will go straight back to the office and write a warrant application and come back tomorrow. You need to open it now. Thank you.
The landlord finally opens the door.
Hello, sir.
But as they suspected, the 18 beds the officers saw a day earlier have all gone.
Told you, they've done it. They've cleared it.
Empty. The bunk beds have gone. This gentleman is well drilled. The property was, shock horror, empty.
Yesterday, there were enough beds for 18 people.
18 bed spaces, and there's children in here. You do realise we've got photographs, we've got video footage.
There was 18 people here. We counted all the beds.
Turning around trying to tell me and my same colleagues that we're making it up and what we saw
This is the
not
same
true.
slum lord from
Behave
earlier.
yourself.
How can you lie? We're going to issue an enforcement notice for the illegal use of the property as a house in multiple occupation.
The place has been emptied. There's one double bed in each room. All the bunk beds have been removed.
They've painted over all the mould as well. They're not getting away with that.
A month ago, Paul Champlina helped a landlord win an eviction order against a tenant who owed him over £7,000. Despite the court ordering the tenant, Brendan O'Brien, to leave, the last time Paul paid him a visit, he was still living in the flat.
He was waiting for the eviction date to take to the council so they can be housed.
The landlord is abroad. Waiting for Paul is the bailiff.
Do you think that they left? Yes or no?
A locksmith, and AJ from the letting agency.
Nice to meet you. You okay?
It's almost 11 a.m, the time the bailiff is legally allowed to enter the property.
Let's go.
Paul is about to discover if the tenant has left.
Landlord, he's left the keys. At least he had the decency to leave the keys, but we will change the locks, obviously. We don't want to come back, so yeah. It's 11 o'clock now.
Odin Valhalla Rising. Now
The non-paying tenant has kept his word. It looks like he waited until eviction day, but left just before the bailiffs arrived.
It's unbearable. I mean, the guy was a chain smoker, it stunk, he'd had a cat, it was a tiny little flat, and he wasn't opening the window. It was horrible. Oh, the state of it. This is all orange from smoke, isn't it? From cigarette smoke. Oh, it's orange. Yeah, it's just... This is just absolutely disgusting. I mean, look at these all. This is supposed to be white. It's yellow. I feel itchy being here. It's horrible. I mean, look at the pots and pans. Look, how long has that been there? That's flies. Oh, it's absolutely disgusting.
It's worse than me.
Is it? Okay. Do I need to take a deep breath?
You may need to.
Oh my god. Open windows. This is how people live. Look at the dampness there. Look. Oh, that's terrible. It's quite clear that he didn't allow Eugene any access, which is a real big problem for landlords. You know, some tenants will try their best to clean up the property, some just don't care. And in this case, it was terrible. And the problem we had with all of this is that you couldn't get access, and he wouldn't give you access. One, he owed you money, and two, he's embarrassed. He doesn't want you to see the state of the property.
He wouldn't even answer our emails, phone calls, texts. Yeah.
No wonder he didn't want you to come in the property.
The landlord, Eugene, is currently abroad. When he returns, he'll have his flat back and a lot of work to do.
This was a complete refurb. He would have to spend quite a few £1,000s to get that up to a lettable state again to relet. I think when Eugene comes back, if it is as it is now, I think he's going to have a heart attack.
Okay, we've got access now, that's the main thing.
Council Enforcement Officer Micaiah Angus is on the trail of a bad landlord. She's already had one run-in with him after discovering up to 18 people living in a two-bed flat he's let out.
This landlord has a habit of taking in privately owned properties and renting them out to as many people as he can cram into them.
Now, along with colleague Joe Smith, Micaiah is en route to another property he's renting. He's suspected of illegally dividing the house in question into flats, so today they plan to raid it.
From looking at it from the street, this property has at least 6 units in it.
Micaiah has a court warrant to enter.
London Borough of Harrow, please come to the door, otherwise the doors will be forced.
And police back up.
It did feel satisfying. It's the liberties he's taking with other people's lives.
This is my last warning. We are entering at force. London Borough of Harrow, we are executing a warrant of entry.
Fine, we start at the top. We're entering all the units in here. I would like to see some ID.
Oh, sorry, I need to go to work.
We have a locksmith, so if you don't let us in, we'll come in.
To build their case against the landlord, Micaiah and Joe need to collect evidence.
How many other people are there in the property that you know of? One couple here, downstairs, 3 boys.
How much do you pay a month?
750.
Do you have a tenancy agreement?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Not only has the house been illegally divided up, the rooms are crammed with beds.
There's somewhere between 2, 4, or even 6 individuals in here. And they're paying a lot of money for it.
Hello there. I'm Joe Smith from Harrow Council. Which area of this house do you live in? Is it just the ground floor?
It's only here in this room.
Is it just a single room with a bathroom?
Yes.
Yeah. It's literally a maze. The ladies that I've been speaking to are both Romanians.
Guys,
they don't know
do you
enough
think
about
that
the
this
landlords. They've got
slumlord
no tenancy
landlord will ever
agreement.
change? We will find out later this week in our final
It's all a
installment.
bit odd, and to be honest, I'm glad we got in because there's no smoke alarm, there's no heat detectors, there's a shared kitchen for way too many people by the sounds of it. Numbers vary from 8 to 10 to 15.
Good morning, London Borough of Harrow. Coming to execute a warrant.
Because this place is unsafe.
For?
Occupants, people. How long have you been here?
Just 2 months.
How much do you pay a month, please?
750.
What's wrong with these